Good morning, everybody. It's February the 13th, Monday morning, and I'm going to do the Cloud Chart ETF market review of the S&P 500 index, and the subsectors of the S&P SPDR ETFs. Okay, so this presentation is about the S&P 500 ETFs. Here's my contact details. A brief disclaimer that this is a presentation just about investment education, not investment advice. And here we're going to look at the S&P 500 SPDR ETFs and the S&P 500 subsectors in terms of the ETFs and looking at the opportunities there. Okay, jumping straight into the Pro Real-Time Cloud Charts, and we're going to look at materials. And we can see here we had a successful rebound from front-end cloud support. We're a few days away from that. We've had a MACD sell signal within that previous breakout. So there is downside risk still to come to the top end of the cloud here. But so far, we're looking for a reversal of fortune here in terms of a MACD signal to go long. But so far, be aware that we've had slightly a rebound on the top of the cloud. But we do need to see that MACD sell signal or buy signal to come through. It's currently still subject to a MACD sell. Okay, so a bit of whiplash here. The top end of the cloud here is support, significant support here at 51. So we could still retest that area. Okay. Real estate rebounded from the cloud support there. A nice little breakout past cloud chart resistance. That came back to retest support, and we're now testing resistance at the top end of the cloud. So watch out for we need a breakout past this resistance zone, and the next level there would be 3147 would be the next level. So far we've had a MACD buy signal. There's a couple of points up with the next resistance to be tested here at 3148. Okay. Consumer discretionary SPDR. We had a nice little rally, and then we had the sell signal, and it looks like it wants to generate a MACD buy signal. We had the breakout past resistance, a retest of the old resistance levels for support. So support held, support came in, and we're now grinding higher. Yeah, watch out for the MACD buy signal, but we can see that the top end of the cloud here is significant support zone so far in this current rally, and you can see that 83.98 is a pretty good support zone currently in this SPDR. Consumer staples, a little bit extended here. We've had a MACD buy signal here with a bit of whiplash back and forth, and then we had the buy signal there from a MACD perspective in the beginning of the month. So it's up a little bit. Next resistance zone is just broken past 53.48. Watch that 53.56 zone, and then we can see the next major resistance zone is here at 54.34, which is the old cloud chart resistance zone. So we should see a comfortable rally up until the about 54.34 zone. Okay, that's for the consumer staples ETF. Okay, energy sector sliced through the bottom end of the cloud, lost support there, rebounded from old cloud support here, cloud chart shadow support we say, and then it's now back above the bottom end of the cloud. It's trying to rally within the cloud, somewhat a bit of a difficult situation, in lots of resistance to get past. We note that this zone here at 74.29 is the first resistance zone to look at. Front end of the cloud do indicate that we have a downtrend in place, so be aware of that. You're trading counter trend. But successful retest of this bottom end of the cloud support, we could see a rally back up to 74.28, and then if the rally maintains momentum, it's going to go back up to the top end of the cloud here for resistance. So it's counter trend trade in an overall downtrend based on cloud chart. So watch out, the MACD could give us an early warning, well, a late stage signal for a rebound in the energy ETF. Financials, just change that. We've got a bit of a range bound. Let me just hold on. I just need to get my. You can see there after a very strong rally, a lovely MACD trade there. We had a sell and then it's grinding sideways. It's now rebounded from the top end of the cloud and it needs to break out of this trading range here. So that's the trading range. It's testing that resistance, so looking for a breakout out of that trading range to move higher. Strong cloud trend to the upside, strong support at the top end of the cloud. This is a significant support zone at 23.36, and that's kind of an ideal entry point. And watching for the MACD buy signal to come through on a breakout, and then the follow through of that breakout with strong momentum to the upside. Okay, but watching it very closely. Healthcare also had a nice, fantastic rally at the bottom end of the cloud here. It's a very thin cloud. Thin cloud's not very strong support, but nevertheless, it had a nice rally there. We had a nice buy signal within that move. We're now fighting all resistance zones at the bottom end of the cloud here. Watch out for 72, and then a breakout past the 72.54, and then a significant resistance here at 73.49. So that's the next key resistance zone to watch in this current rally. But we need to see a breakout past 72 this week, and then maintain the upward momentum. So I won't take profit off the table yet. Wait for it to see if it's going to break past that 72 zone, and then the next target would 73.50. Okay, so far MACD signal will remain in place, and the top end of the cloud here is significant support. Okay, industrial also rebounded from the top end of the cloud, a nice position there. MACD is now coming through, so we need to see a follow through of that buy signal. You could see a breakout, then a retest of the old highs. That's usually what happens if it breaks out of a trading range, breaks out and then comes back to retest. So I wouldn't necessarily buy the breakout. I would rather buy the pullback on the retest for support. But watch out the MACD. We've had a buy signal and we need to see a follow through of that momentum to the upside. Technology, a little bit extended, I would think. We had a nice strong rally. Back and forth, a couple of MACD buy signal, very, very nicely timed there. A little bit extended now. Could see a pullback to retest this old high at 50.83, and then that could be a nice entry point, but I would like to see a bit of a mean reversion back to the top end of the cloud for support. But so far, it's just a question of when to take profit after this MACD buy signal back on the 20th of January. Okay, but so far, so good. And then utilities also stuck in a trading range. Old highs here is significant resistance. We need to see a breakout past that 49 level. And then the next target would be up here at the top end of the cloud here at 50, spot 59 would be the next target. But it's grinding higher. We've had a MACD buy signal back here. So it is in a positive territory, but we need to see a follow through and a breakout past this resistance. And this 48.99, 49 should now be a new support zone in this current rally. On the long-term big picture, is the front end of the cloud is still indicating that we have a new long-term uptrend in place. Okay. And back to the SPDR, S&P 500, long-term uptrend in place based on the front end of the cloud, still indicating more upside. Top end of the cloud is a key support zone. We've just broken out of this trading range here. Expect a retest of that range, and then for the trend to continue, follow through of this breakout of this resistance zone here. So after the breakout, we tend to have a retest for the old highs to see if it will be new support going into the into March. But so far so good. Long-term uptrend remain in place, and we've just had a MACD buy signal. So we need to see a follow through of that MACD buy signal coming into the market. Okay. And until next time, happy trading.